Fernando, take me through the final play of the game there. You kind of ran. It looked like you were going to slow down, and you sped up. Coach said you were in front of the back end. So I guess just kind of what was going through your mind as you were running with the ball.
Yeah, there was. I mean, whatever it takes to win the game. So coach said, "Hey, take a safety, run through the back of the end zone," and I didn't ever want to put our team in jeopardy where maybe if I slid, with 1 second left, there could be some type of, maybe some quirk that would be called. We had to punt it or do something on 4th down. So I just wanted to get out of the safety. I know I probably, obviously shouldn't be saying this, but I know I probably cooked people's spreads and stuff like that. And I really apologize for that. However, in that moment, my goal was to win the game. And at that point, at 0-0, I saw when I was on the 2-yard line, and I just kind of ran to the back.
People who have 6.5 might not be happy.
Yeah, they definitely weren't happy, and I definitely put my apologies out to them. But for us, we're always looking for the Indiana money line, which is the win.
We'll go to Zach and then Joe.
I guess I want to ask about another scramble in the other direction. That one at the end of the third quarter, Pat called it kind of a centering moment for the team, and there was that kind of protracted, sort of moment where the officials are trying to sort through things, and there's kind of a long delay there. From your perspective, first of all, how did that play unfold for you? And second of all, just kind of, was that a moment in your mind when you felt this team sort of coalesce around maybe a toughness, a mindset into that fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to preempt that question. This game, I'm not going to say it lightly. It was a tough game, and I did not play my best. I played very subpar. I need to get the receivers the ball more, more accurately, and I just got to be more accurate with the ball and make better decisions and on time. I kind of retracted some old habits. However, and I'll do anything to help the team win. That play, Iowa covered very, very well. Sometimes the defense wins, although our coaches and play callers are fantastic in that sense. I went to the sideline, thought I was going to get the 3rd down, ended up taking a shot. Like I said, whatever we need to win the game. And I'm always going to take that shot. I'm never going to slide. I'm always going to take that shot, and it's because of the guys like Elijah to next to me that would never give up. And so that's my way to show the team that, hey, I'm never going to give up. The O-line's never going to give up, whether, I throw an interception or, we get stopped or we score a touchdown. Our whole offense, every single position group, and our defense, special teams, our whole entire team's never going to give up. And so I'm going to take that hit for my team 10 times out of 10. And I think it was a good centering moment for our team to pull together and come together and say, hey, we're going to win this game right here. And it wasn't on that drive that we won the game, but still, it was a good centering moment that we all came together, really banded as brothers, and then ended up winning the game.
We're going back to Joe and then Mike.
Elijah, you catch the slam, break the tackle off green grass in front of you. What's a moment like that like in a game like this?
Man, I was hyped. I was ready to yell while I was running, man. But I seen this cover 0, Fernando put in a perfect spot, and then it was just, I was able to break a tackle and score for my guys, man. But it was a great moment for sure.
We'll go front row to Mike and then Scott.
And this is for both of you. And Kurt said, he hasn't played the last 2 years in a lot of close games, and he didn't play in a lot of close games. This year, to win in the final 2 minutes and to kind of pull this out, to face adversity, how important is that going forward to be able to have that moment and know you guys kind of pulled through and have that, be able to reference that?
Elijah, take it first, and then Fernando.
I think it's very important. Just being in those type games before, like you said, being with the coach said, we haven't been in a lot of those games. So for us to be able to be in that, to be trailing and be able to fight back and win is very important because we know it's going to be times like that in the future. So I'm glad we were able to pull through. The team played great.
Fernando.
Yeah, unlike Elijah, I've had like the unfortunate courtesy of playing a lot of tough games, which is great, which is why you play college football. And I think that's a lot of guys on the sideline were saying is, how else would we rather have it? Evidently, obviously, we want to win by a ton of points like we did in Illinois. But when it's coming game down the wire and I'm able to throw a game-winning touchdown to my guy Elijah, that's what college football is all about. And at Cal, I did have a lot of very close games, and unfortunate on the most time I was on the flip side. Like there was a stretch one time where it was like a total of 9 points, and like we lost five games in a row by a total of like 9 points. And so I've been a lot of those heartbreaking losses, and so it's great to have such a resilience and have such an offense that's so resilient that it doesn't give up whatever, no matter the situation, and to really just push through to the end. Because I mean, it just inspires me how resilient our offense was. Although like I wasn't playing my best, and sometimes we just got stuffed when we had opportunities.
Second row middle to Scott, and then Zach.
This is for both of you. When you talk that touchdown play, they were playing off of you and it was a zero coverage, and then you faced 7 or 8 guys coming right at you. I mean, did you see the play and immediately know that he was the guy you were going to throw it to? And what did you see when you saw that they were playing off of you and you were running the slant?
Fernando, take that first, and then we'll go to Elijah.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so that basically entire drive, they showed their safari blitz, which is their cover 0. Funny enough, they forced a turnover on that one. You know, very unfortunate. I got to be able to finish the throw to Coop and just make a better throw. I mean, I've dealt with that before, and I got to be able to put it in there. But that entire drive, they're basically telling us that, hey, you're not going to be able to throw the ball in cover 0. So when they have off coverage on both of our receivers, Coop and Elijah, it's kind of pick a dealer's choice. And, you know, especially with, you know, the matchup, we really like the matchup. And when I saw that safety come down super hard, I knew there was going to be no, like, poppers to that side. So it was an easy throw. It'd be, you know, easy. Just get the ball in Elijah's hands. And evidently everybody saw what happens when you get the ball in Elijah's hands.
Yeah, like he's saying, that couple of plays before, they were sending the blitz, cover 0 blitz, and all game I was reminding my receivers, be ready for the cover 0, because teams like to do that to us. And then, see, like he said, I seen the safety coming to blitz, and I just knew I had to speed up my route, flatten it off a little bit, because I knew corner was going to be driving on it since it's cover 0, and then I was just able to catch and make a play. And he stood in there, got hit, and made a perfect throw, and that's all you can ask for.
We'll go left wall to Zach B, and then Zion.
Fernando, you threw the touchdown pass. Elijah scored, and you did some kind of gesture like that. What was that about? How much of a sense of relief was that?
It was a big sense of relief. Mentioned before, I didn't play my best game, but I mean, it was kind of like thanking God, just because I always, you know, before the game, asked Jesus and God to play through me. And I think that was the moment that, you know, he came and basically, you know, like helped me get back in the game, maintain good poise, to be able to deliver the ball to Elijah. And just like so thankful and grateful for a resilient offense that, hey, no matter how the games go on, we're going to be a tough offense, whether we're up by 60, whether we're tied in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. So, yeah, I mean, I was just thanking God there and thanking him. I have such great O-line and receivers like Elijah. So,
We'll stay on the left wall with Zion, and go to Seth.
Elijah, you had over 100 yards just in the second half alone. Just what do you think you were able to kind of figure out as the game progressed to have that second half you did?
I was just running my routes, and he was really just giving the ball to me where I could have a chance to catch and run with it, honestly. Coaches call great plays, and then we were just executing. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. So nothing too crazy, just going out there running my route and trying to catch a pass.
We'll go front middle to Seth, and then to Josh.
Elijah, for you, that moment at the end of the third quarter, you know, Fernando takes the hit and Pat kind of leads that whole that team huddle and is talking to everybody. Just what was that huddle like, and why was that such an impactful moment in the game?
It was just everybody coming together. That's a moment where things aren't going your way. Something happens, and then everybody's just talking to us. Hey, we got to stay locked in. We checked in on Fernando. He's a dog. Not many people get hit like that gonna get back up. So you seen, got back up, did his thing, and it was just, bro, stay locked in. We know we can win this, and just keep on doing what we're doing, man. That's all it was.
We'll go Seth, and then Dalton. Oh, sorry, Josh.
Fernando, between the interception and then it ended up being a missed field goal, what's the thought process, the mentality there? And after that missed field goal, how do you settle back down and go on a drive like that?
Yeah, I think it's always one play at a time, and the big trap is wanting to have perfect game, wanting to have, you know, a perfect throw all the time, and just wanting to be extremely effective. And, you know, I mean, like last game, you know, it was great. You know, had a lot of success, especially across like the stat board, but especially in a game like that, just try to give Coop a chance. I had to come down on the ball better, make a better throw, like I said before. But I mean, it's a little bit of a sigh of relief. But whether they made the field goal and we needed to go and score the game-winning touchdown with Elijah, whatever it was, you got to maintain that same poise and same one play at a time. And so I'm really glad that, you know, I have people around me like the coaches, my little brother, basically the entire quarterback room and receiver room, and basically our whole offense to be like, hey, we're with you no matter what. Like, hey, that sucks. Defense, hey, we got to stop. Hey, we're leaning on you. No matter, you know, what happens, we know that, hey, you're going to get punched, but you're going to punch back and knock them out this time.
Last one is Seth.
Dalton.
Or Dalton. Did you go already?
Yeah.
All right, Dalton.
Go
sorry.
again.
Right out of order.
How was it even for you guys? You called Fernando a tough SOB. You like it's a pretty good description.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%, and even more. It takes a lot to sit there, be the quarterback, and everything he takes the wins. Everybody congratulates him on the wins, but on the losses, everybody tries to put everything on him. So to play that position, you got to be a dog, and he's an example of a quarterback, and no other quarterback I would want to be throwing me the ball.
Great, thanks guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.